Hey guys, I'm Kevin Mullin on the Robotic Boy Scout channel, and today we're going to talk a little bit about drones. Okay, so here I have the Syma Quadcopter 5C-1. This drone only costs 50 bucks, so it's really cheap for a drone of this size, and it's got a camera, so you can take in-flight videos and pictures, and you can trigger that with the remote that it comes with. Has a USB rechargeable battery, which actually has a pretty long flight time. I think it has like 20 minutes, and that is way better than the other ones we have. Like the Hubson drones that I've done reviews on, it's at least double that. So that's a lot better. The drone itself comes with 4 propeller protectors. Comes with extra propellers in case you damage one or lose one when you're flying. It's got lights on the bottom, 2 reds, 2 greens. There's actually like 3 LEDs inside of it, so they're really bright. So you can see them during the day, and it shows you which is the front and which is the back, so they're easily visible from the ground, and it makes it a lot easier to fly than some other drones. Its size, it's pretty big for a drone that's only 50 bucks, and it's actually, when you're flying it, it's really stable. I have a video up where I flew it around Baltimore when I was down at the Baltimore Robotics Center, and that's right next to the B&O Railroad Museum, if you know where that is. And I flew it above it, and you can see how stable it is. I do some turns and stuff, so that's why some things, since the camera's not on a gimbal, the whole camera moves when you turn the drone, which makes it go like this, and it moves a little sporadically when you do that, but I can also hover in place and just drift to the side a little bit, so you can barely notice at some points if I'm trying to keep a really steady video, which wasn't my main concern. I was just testing it when we were out there. So maybe I'll do another video where I try to keep it real steady and film something, but I haven't gotten to that yet. So, flight time, it's got a great flight time, said it was 20 minutes. The camera faces down, it comes with it, it's built in, uses a micro SD card that you plug right into the camera. It's got light LEDs on the camera to tell you if it's starting taking a picture or taking a video or just on standby. Plugs into the drone, so it receives stuff from that, and it saves right to the SD card. No FPV, but I wouldn't expect that for a drone that's only 50 bucks. Usually FPV drones are like 100, 150, so I don't expect that at all. And the camera, it might be HD. I haven't really checked that. I've tested it quite a bit, but it's really hard to tell. It might be standard or it might be high. It's good. It's very good if standard. It's a little flaky if you're in low light, so you can't see some things if you're in low light. It doesn't come out as well. But if you're outside, the sun is a-shining. Actually, I was filming on an overcast day in the Baltimore Robotic video, so if you're outside, then it's going to film pretty well. And if it's not dark outside. It was the evening when I was filming before, though. So, it's fast, it's powerful. You can just zoom up into the air if you want. You can do all these turns. You can, there's a high and low function on the remote. You can speed it up and make the turns a little sharper. You can put on anti-flip or take it off. It automatically has anti-flip on, so you don't flip when you don't mean to. But you can also do flips by going forward and backward, and then you'll just do a flip, and it performs pretty well doing that. The range on it is pretty significant. Actually, let me take that back. The range is like standard. It's pretty normal for the drones of its cost and its size. Well, not really size, but because it's the biggest one you can get for its cost. But the range is pretty okay. The lights blink when it's running out of range, and it won't just drop if it runs out of range. It will try to stay in the same thing you were doing when it ran out. So if you're hovering and it runs out of range, it'll just continue to hover, and then you can just move a little closer to it, and it'll be fine. So you can probably extend the range by changing the broadcast it does, and maybe extend the antenna. So I might do that to get a little more range out of it and get some longer range video. You can fly 2 of them at the same time. I actually have 2 of them, so I've tested this. So we bought 2 of them since they were so cheap, and we're going to use them at the Robotics Center. Both with cameras, so I can film each other in the air, which will be fun. Or have some drone fights, you know. That's always a good time. I recommend them because of their price is so low, but the quality is actually pretty high. The only thing was, you have to buy them really far and ahead of time, like a month. We had to buy it 30 days ahead of time because they ship from China, so it took so long for them to get here. And they got here on time, what the estimate from Amazon was, but it still took a long time. It was like 30 days, so you gotta buy them ahead of time. The battery lasts for a long time. I don't know if I already said that, but it lasts for like twice as long as the other drones, so that's really good. Charge in probably 30 to 45 minutes. You can charge it, and then you get like 20 minutes of flight, which is good. You can buy extra spare batteries, and they charge on USB, so you just plug it into your laptop or anything when you're on the go, so you don't need an outlet, which is good. So, because you probably won't be near one if you're trying to take like good video. The overall weight of the drone is really light. You could put this in a backpack fairly easily. It's pretty strong. It's not like the Proto X where it's just one circuit board. It's actually really strong. I've dropped it out of the air. One other thing about it is if you run out of batteries, it blinks for like 2 seconds and then it slowly just falls and then eventually it'll just stop and drop, which I think is stupid because it just drops out of the air, and I'm just... Luckily, it's pretty durable. So I've dropped it 3 times probably, just straight out of the air, and it just fell into... I was on grass, so it wasn't that bad. Nothing is broken yet. Comes with landing gear. I think it's pretty removable. Everything looks pretty customizable, so if you're looking for that, you can do that. So I'm looking to take a lot more video with these drones, start filming some stuff, put a lot of stuff on YouTube from these, so stay tuned for more of that. Subscribe. Listen to this song that I got free off YouTube while I put an annotation of clicks here. Buy it here, subscribe here, and look at my video of it flying on me. So just go to that. Yeah.